Hello everyone. So in this video, I will be showing our library management system website and how our APIs are working in the Postman. So let's get started. So basically, this is the our login page for the library management system. So now let's log in. Uh, let's log in through admin. Okay, so the admin dashboard will open. Okay, so basically, this is the admin dashboard. The admin can add members, delete by filling this form, delete the members whichever uh, the admin wants to. This particular section is view data, means the admin can see all the particular tables which we have created in our database, and this one is login table. And another additional feature which we showed is this chatbot. So basically, when we ask anything related to library or library timings or anything related to books available, it shows particular books. So I have given the prompt of show me the books on the mechanical engineering. So it shows which particular books are available and it will show its publisher, ISBN, location, and status. So these are some of the additional features. So now let's move on to the user dashboard. So I will show how a user will log in and what will be its dashboard. Okay, so okay, so this particular is user dashboard in which we can see which are the total number of available books present or not, total which are the digital books available. So we can see this particular books are available by. We can also search the books. We can also click on this view details to know more about the books, who is the author or ISBN number and everything regarding it. Okay, so another section made for the user dashboard is showing the digital books. These are the digital books. So whenever the person or user will download it, it will be updated in the digital books column of our database. Some of the other features are my issued books, reading history, notifications, etc. So this is basically how a user will see its details. So this particular user have issued two books. So we are seeing here two. And a particular recent notification, we can see that admin have sent this user the notification regarding that the Harry Potter will due in 24 hours. So kindly submit it on time. So these are the particular the dashboards for user and admin. So now let's move on the APIs, how our APIs are working in the Postman. Okay, so uh, now let's start our work, how our APIs are working. Okay, so our first API is basically to send the notification to the person. So this particular function will be sent by the admin. So it will be only controlled by admin. That admin will send the notification regarding your book is due or not, or regarding anything. So let's see how it's working. Basically, I will first log in using uh, admin. So basically, we will be needing session ID. So we are storing everything. We are storing everything in the sessions. So as we have logged in our database, you can see this is the CIMS database. In that, when we see into members table, basically the ID 1143 will be showing the admin. Okay, so you can see that 1143. This is the admin. So now we will go to the login table to get its session ID. So as you can see, this is the login table in which the session ID is also updated because the admin have just logged in. So let's copy this session ID and paste it here in the headers file. as we will be needing the session ID for the admin, as we have to send a notification to particular user. So the session ID of a particular admin will be required here. So let's say I want to send this particular notification to this particular email ID. Let's write something else. Message, please return machine learning book in 2 hours. So this is particular JSON function which we are passing into it. So now let's send into it. Let's see what are the results. Okay, so the notification is sent successfully. We can verify also by checking in our notifications table. So here is our notifications table. So as I see that, please return machine learning book in 22 hours. And this is particular member ID I want to share the information. So the notification has sent successfully using our notification API. Okay, so now let's move to our next API. Okay, so our next API is adding books. So basically, this books API is what it's doing that when we add a new particular, we want to, when an admin wants to add a particular new book or a new book is added in the library, now we want to add it into new database so that the other person can also see which books are available or which books the user wants to issue. So basically, the books function will add the book into the database. So now let's change something as this book is already added. Let's do the name of this book as Machine Learning by Andrew Ng. Let's take this. Let's take the author to be Chris Martin. Let's say any other name, Chris Martin. Publication 2000, and we will this in book genre we will, let's say it's only software development. Let's test by this. We will check our header function that we will update the header function by the session ID which we logged in. So basically we logged in by the admin. So we will need to store the session ID in the header file. So let's edit this. Okay, this particular book, the this session ID wants to execute. So if this session ID is admin, so the admin will be able to add the book. But if it this session ID will be someone user, so it won't add the books in the book catalog. So let's send this API and check if it's working fine or not. Yeah, cool, it's working fine. So we will also verify it by uh, saying in our book details if the particular book which we added is available or not right now. So let's go. So this is the book Machine Learning by Andrew Ng by Chris Martin, and the journalistic software development is updated. Also, the book availability column will also be get updated by 213 book is available with 10 quantities. So this is the particular API of Slashbooks, what the Slashbooks is, how working and it's how it's working. So now let's move to the next API. So our next API is borrow. So this particular API is for the users. The particular user wants to borrow a particular book. So it will see if the particular session ID is valid and user is valid. So we will issue the book, and if, we will also see that if a particular book is available or not in the book catalog. So Uh, let's try to buy book ID 105. Firstly, we will see that a particular book book ID 5 has remaining quantity is equals to 5. So now let's see if we are buying the book or borrowing the book. the book will be reduced by a quantity of one. Let's see that I'm trying to send. So we are waiting for the okay. So the book is issued successfully because the book was available. Now let's see if the count is reduced to four or not. 105. Okay, so the count is reduced to four. So it's working totally fine. So this was our borrow function. So our next API is books slash books. So this particular is a get function. So in this uh, API, we will pass slash books and it will show all the particular books which are available in our database. So I have all the particular books that are with me in the database. So that this was the last book as I added. Okay, so now let's move on to our next. Okay, so this particular API is download digital book. So what particular this API is doing that when we click on a particular digital book download, so it will increase its downloads count by one. So basically, a user or admin who is downloading the digital books, the downloads count will be increased by one. So we can track a particular record of downloads that how many downloads are there on this particular book. So a user gets a interface, a friendly interface that which book is good and which books the user wants to read or anything. So now let's move on to next API. So okay, so this is the portfolio API. So basically we have to show our group ID members. So I have passed the session ID. So as you can see, this is the group members of our group ID 8. This particular members are present. Okay. So this API is only for valid for the admins. Particular admin will only be accessible to this. So for example, a particular member wants to admin wants to delete a particular member, so it will do that. So what we will need is a session ID. Session ID must be of admin. If it's of a user, the user will not be able to do any changes with this data set we have been provided. But if a particular admin wants to remove the particular user from its database, so this particular function will do that. Delete slash delete underscore this particular user member ID. Okay, so these are the all our APIs, and this I have already seen how our UI works. So that's it from our side. So thank you very much.